All right, I'll call the meeting to order. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for an emergency meeting of the Temple Terrace City Council for the purpose of discussing a declaration of emergency concerning Hurricane Milton. I have to stop and think what the name is of them. They're coming so frequently. So, Mr. Bahia, would you like to, or is the fire chief is not here, so I know everybody's very busy today, so.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. So in light of the storm, the resolution before you it calls for declaring a state of emergency effective Tuesday, October 8th, 2024 at 6 a.m. This will result in several things happening, and some actually will take place earlier than that, but that's when the official state of emergency will go into effect. Just give everybody in the community an update. There will be no residential trash or recycling services starting tomorrow, and that will be for the rest of the week. So there will be no trash and recycling for the rest of the week effective tomorrow. Any vegetative debris, we are doing our best to pick up all the vegetative debris that may be still out there, but there is a very good chance with everything going on with this storm and our crews are stretched thin, that we may not get to folks. So in light of that, we have opened up a vegetative debris drop-off site, which will be open until 7 p.m. tonight at the Youth Sports Complex at 10369 US 301. So I encourage everybody in the community, if you still have some vegetative debris, if you can manage it, to drop it off. That would probably be your best bet, rather than leaving it on the side of the road where it could become a hazard during the storm. And also, by the same token, we encourage everyone in the community not to put anything out at the curb. Please don't do that. Don't put anything out. It will just probably lie there, and then it will create again a potential hazard for their property or your neighbor's property. We have a sandbag operations ongoing. We have given out thousands and thousands of sandbags. Yesterday, I think we did well over 2,000, and I imagine today, at this point, we're getting the nodded head from my public works director that we are probably doing just as much, if not more. Sandbag operations will also be at the Youth Sports Complex until 5 p.m. this evening. So if residents still want to take advantage of that, please get out to 5. It's until 5 p.m. until supplies last. Because we have a limited amount of sand. As you can imagine, everybody's doing the same thing. So if they want that, they should get out there as soon as possible. We'd encourage everyone, again, to remove any objects lying around their house to avoid, again, any issues during the high winds. As far as operations of the rest of the city, utility billing office is open today, but will close at 3 p.m. rather than 4. So that would close at 3. The rest of City Hall and all city services, including the rec center, family rec center, Lightfoot, library, will be closed as of tomorrow and until further notice. And once we get an idea after the storms come through, we'll determine whether we can reopen this week or not. And I believe those are the major notices. Joel, anything else? Okay, and that's it.
Very good. So, council, the item that we are discussing, the action item, is to declare a state of emergency that will be effective at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning and will remain in effect and up to a 7-day period. It can be extinguished early by the city manager without council action. Should it become necessary to extend it beyond 7 days, we would need to meet again in order to renew it, I believe. Yes.
I actually, the resolution is written that I could extend it without having council.
Oh, you can? Okay, all right, very good.
That's how it's written.
Okay, so if that is the council's desire, that is the motion that we need. The ordinance is 1575 and would declare a local state of emergency effective 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Move to approve ordinance
1575.
declaring a state of emergency effective Tuesday morning, 6 a.m.
Second.
Is there discussion of the motion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no nays. Declaration has been passed.
We need a roll call vote.
We need a roll call vote. Okay, very good. So, Mr. Schoen, would you please call the roll?
Oh, they have to
Read the ordinance.
Madam Clerk?
In order for the City of Temple Terrace, Florida, declaring a state of local emergency in response to the threat posed by Tropical Storm Milton, which is now Hurricane Milton, authorizing the city manager to extend or rescind the state of emergency as necessary, suspending all ordinances and rules inconsistent with sections 252.31 through 252.90, Florida Statutes Executive Order 24-214 and 24-215. 215 is amending 24-214, or this emergency ordinance through the duration of this emergency, adopting and incorporating State of Florida Executive Orders 24-214 and 24-215 into this ordinance and providing an effective date.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now that we've read the ordinance, would you like to renew your motion of approval?
Yes. Move to approve ordinance 1575, establishing a state of emergency beginning Tuesday morning at 6 a.m.
Second.
And your second.
Second,
Is
yes.
there any discussion of the motion now? Seeing none, Mr. Schoen, would you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Fernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Chambers,
Yes.
Mayor Ross.
Yes.
Councilwoman Abel.
Yes.
Very good. The ordinance is adopted
I have a
unanimously.
question.
Yes.
So just for the public's information, do you know what zones the city of Temple Terrace is for evacuation zones?
I don't believe we have any evacuation zones in our community. In fact, very limited parts of our community are even in a flood zone per se. If you're along the river, yeah, you're probably in a flood zone. You're most likely in a flood zone. But the rest of the community, we have the good fortune we're relatively high. We're not near, canals, things like that, where we can run some of that tidal surge that came through that hit South Tampa. So I don't believe we have any evacuation protocols in effect for Temple Terrace.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure people,
But I would like to comment on that. I just left a press conference at the EOC, and this is the topic. And so the county did order evacuations in certain areas. The part that concerns me the most is the evacuation order includes all mobile homes or manufactured housing throughout the county. And although we in Temple Terrace maybe have a couple of exceptions, but we don't generally have that. Our residents do have loved ones in the county who reside in manufactured homes. I know people are reluctant to want to leave their home. I understand that. As a Floridian, I get it. People are naturally most comfortable and feel safe and secure in their homes or don't want to leave them when they feel exposed to the storm. I understand that. And a lot of people will tell you, well, I've never evacuated before. I'm inland. We've been through hurricanes before and I've always been okay. And that's true. You have always been okay, and you are always okay until you're not okay. And every storm is different, and this could be the storm that you're not okay. So if you in Temple Terrace have loved ones who live in manufactured homes, really anywhere on the west coast of Florida, please contact them and encourage them now, today, this afternoon is the time for them to leave. And they don't have to go far. They don't have to go to Georgia or, but they need to move into a hotel or they go to a shelter or something. And the other thing is, as a Floridian, I understand completely, nobody wants to go to a shelter. I mean, why would you want to leave the comforts of your home and go hang out at a middle school for a couple of days? It just is not fun. Everybody understands that. But this could save your life. You are gambling with your life. And yes, the shelters are not fun, but they will have food, they will have electricity, they will have the ability to charge your phones and stay in touch with your loved ones. And you don't have to stay there forever, but this could really be a lifesaver. So I would encourage all the residents of Temple Terrace to please encourage everybody they know to adhere to these evacuation orders, or to take them, take your loved ones into your home for a day or two. And so please take these things seriously. And I said at the press conference earlier, I said, one of the things that's most tragic is we can't protect you from property damage from the forces of nature. Nobody can guarantee that. But so many of the lives lost are avoidable. they're lost because they don't adhere to the evacuation orders. And that's heartbreaking to see people who lose loved ones unnecessarily if they'd have just gone to shelter for 24 hours or gone a few miles inland or something. And so please don't let that happen to you. So long-winded, but you got me on my soapbox. That's, so, Mr. Villa.
I could just add, I'm not sure if any other council member has a comment. I wanted to clarify one thing that you, not clarify, but add to what you just said. For the members of the community that are out there, please, if you haven't already, sign up to get our feed, follow our social media feed, get on our website. Our communications team is putting out information regularly throughout the storm. They're going to be at the EOC as well. So you're going to get all the updates you need will be coming directly from us as to what's going on in Temple Terrace. So make sure that people stay tuned to that information.
Other council members' comments?
No.
Okay, staff,
Stay safe.
anything? Jennifer, yes.
Do I need to come up there?
Yes, please. Our Assistant Finance Director, Mrs. Newman.
So I just wanted to give everyone some knowledge. I just found out recently that if you go to floridadisaster.org/know, KNOW, and put in your address, it'll tell you if you are in an evacuation zone and what letter you are. So if your house is in either, even E, D, E, or F, it'll tell you that, or if it's just completely blank, you're not in any evacuation zone. So that can give you an idea of what you might need to do to get your house ready and if you really should leave.
Thank you, Ms.
That was-
Newman.
Yep.
Staff, anything else? Carlos? Okay. Everybody stay safe, and we will be adjourned.